2 days before Christmas. Philadelphia. There is a bodyguard named Callum Drift standing behind a mall Santa chair with the intensity of someone protecting a head of state. Because that is exactly what he is doing. The Santa is real. His name is Nick. His last name is Claus. His security force is called the E.L.F. His reindeer are mythological battle creatures the size of tanks. And his North Pole is a classified megacity hidden under an invisible dome in the Arctic. Cal has protected Nick for over 500 years. Tonight is supposed to be his last night on the job. He already handed in his resignation letter. It is not going to be his last night. Somewhere in New Jersey, a con man named Jack O'Malley just completed what he thought was a routine job. He planted a relay device inside a government seismic lab to track unusual Arctic activity. He sold the data coordinates to an anonymous buyer through an encrypted dark web channel. He got paid. He moved on. What Jack did not know, those coordinates were the exact location of the North Pole. Hidden for centuries. Now exposed. His buyer was Gryla, a 900-year-old Christmas witch. And she used the coordinates to kidnap Santa Claus. The abduction is surgical. Gryla's mercenaries cut a hole through the North Pole's dome with a plasma torch, send in 2 remote-controlled armored snowcats as decoys, and extract Nick in a NORAD-blind cargo jet while Cal chases the wrong vehicle across the Arctic. Cal tears apart both snowcats. Both are empty. Drones. Nick is already gone. The North Pole goes to DEFCON 1. The clock reads, 24 hours to Christmas Eve. Mora, the mythological oversight and restoration authority, traces the hack to Jack within hours. Their director, Zoe Harlow, drags him out of his apartment and sits him across from Cal. Jack had no idea he was helping find Santa Claus. He was just finding a location for a client he never met. But he planted a tracker in his anonymous buyer's VPN, Standard Insurance, and it pings to a location. Aruba. Zoe snaps an ankle monitor on Jack that can track him anywhere on Earth. Cal hates this plan. Jack hates Cal. Zoe sends them together. They travel via toy store supply closets, North Pole portal stations that connect every toy store on Earth. Cal pulls a Hot Wheels Corvette off a shelf and actualizes it into a real car using his vambrace, a forearm device that transforms objects and can shrink its wearer to 3 feet for combat. Jack accepts all of this without asking too many questions. In Aruba, Jack spots their target in under 2 minutes, a power broker named Ted Cannon, surrounded by Carmanian death mercs, standing barefoot at a beach cabana. The conversation with Ted goes sideways fast. Gryla hijacks his body remotely. Ted's eyes glow blue. His voice drops into something inhuman. And she tells Cal she is going to fix humanity tonight. The naughty list. Punish them all. Nick is going to power it whether he agrees or not. Then she sends 3 snowman assassins out of an ice cream truck. 8-foot ice monsters. Indestructible. Armed with snowflake-throwing stars that encase victims in solid ice. Cal figures out the weakness. Pull the carrot nose and they melt. Jack handles the 3rd one by blowing it up with a propane tank. Ted gets iced anyway. Their only lead frozen solid. But Gryla said enough. She is going to punish everyone on the naughty list. Billions of people. The only place with the manufacturing capacity for that is the North Pole itself. Their next lead, Gryla recently visited Freiburg, Germany. She was there to reclaim a gift she once gave to someone. That someone is Krampus, part myth, part demigod, 8 feet of furry muscle and bad attitude. Also Santa's adopted brother. Krampus started the naughty list. He and Nick once worked together. Nick gave gifts to good children. Krampus tracked who deserved them. But Krampus became obsessed with punishment. Nick took the list away. Krampus never forgave him. He partnered with Gryla, and the 2 of them spent centuries menacing the naughty, until she got too dark even for him. When Cal and Jack arrive at Krampus's castle, it goes well until Jack tries to steal a gold coin from an open treasure chest. A mythological car alarm triggers. Guards grab them. They get thrown in the dungeon. In the cell, Cal admits why he was already resigning. The naughty list has been growing for years. He stopped being able to see the good in people. He lost faith. Jack gets them out by challenging Krampus to Krampusklap, a slapping competition that is the official sport of Krampusnacht. Cal takes a hit that could wreck a car. Stays standing. Jack pickpockets Cal's vambrace off a guard, slaps it back onto Cal's arm mid-match. Cal puts Krampus on the floor. They run. For the first time, they are actually a team. But Gryla has been listening. She targets Jack's son. Dylan is 12. He barely knows his father. Jack has been absent for Dylan's entire childhood, telling himself the boy is better off without a gambling con man in his life. Earlier that day, Jack picked Dylan up from school. Dylan hacked the attendance records, slashed a friend's bike tires, and their car ride was the most honest conversation either of them had ever had. Dylan called it, "You never show up." Now Dylan is backstage at his school winter concert, holding a snow globe he thinks his father sent. Jack is watching through a FaceTime call from a highway in Germany. He screams at Dylan not to touch it. Dylan already touched it. He disappears. A matching globe sits on the hood of the car. Jack grabs it without hesitating. Cal tells him to stop. Jack says, "That's my kid," and he vanishes. Inside, Jack and Dylan are miniaturized in separate glass prisons. Gryla's snow globe production line runs around them, thousands per minute, heading for billions. She explains it clearly. Every person on the naughty list will wake up Christmas morning to a snow globe. Open it, imprisoned forever. The righteous inherit the earth. Jack talks to Dylan like a father for the first time. No speech, just the truth. He says Dylan is only in this because of him. He says he has been a terrible father, and they both know it. He says he is done running. The globes crack. The glaskafig only holds the naughty. Something in Jack shifted, and the glass cannot contain it. Both globes shatter. They are standing full size in the North Pole. Cal crashes through a wall 30 seconds later. The production line is dead, which means Nick's power was cut, which means Nick is here, somewhere in this building, unconscious, being drained. They find the real Mrs. Claus and the real E.L.F. squad locked in a vault. Gryla had shapeshifted her sons into the entire North Pole security team. The whole compound has been under her control for hours. For minutes on the clock, Gryla loads Nick's chamber onto the sleigh. She is making the ride herself, delivering snow globes to every name on the list. Cal and Jack sprint onto the runway and jump the trailer. Gryla throws them both off the sleigh. Jack drops between the reindeer, dragged along the ice by the chains, and finds the latch that locks them to the sleigh. The reindeer antlers start glowing gold. Jack unlatches them. The reindeer blast into the sky. The sleigh crashes. Gryla falls 20 stories into the snow below. Then she starts growing. She pulls herself back up onto the runway in her true form. 18 feet of ogre, 2 massive tails, claws the size of wheelbarrows. She walks toward Nick's unconscious body. Cal puts himself between them. Gryla knocks Krampus, who just arrived, 50 yards down the runway with one tail. She grabs Cal and dangles him over the edge. Nick wakes up. He stands. He calls the reindeer. 8 golden streaks hit Gryla with the force of freight trains. She goes backward into the trailer. The blue light overwhelms everything. When it clears, Gryla is inside a snow globe. Jack picks it up. She glares at him through the glass. Nick has 6 minutes of lost time and a planet to cover. The sleigh launches. Jack and Dylan go with them. What they see that night, zip lines and chimneys, rooftops in Hawaii, cookies on 6 continents, 8 reindeer tearing through the dark at speeds that bend the sky, changes both of them. On the way home, Cal looks at Jack and sees the child he once was. The good underneath all the choices.